here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Swinging this out for Pollard. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a second down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A false start backs them up 5. First and 15. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Behind the sticks here with a second and 15. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Cards are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Not much there, only a yard. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Colby Wadman now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. These 2 teams all tied after 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. 2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it, and they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah.
He's got a man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Out to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On play action, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Murray again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals on one play have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He finds Hopkins complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He sets to fire deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Is going to be a safety. Then, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And some room to roam now. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Come on. Murray now. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. To throw, it's Murray. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulder.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Pollard now a 1st down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught